Hi, this is Cardiff Metropolitan University, and we are live on the Landaf campus. This is the Global Week, and this initiative is one that is funded by the Global Grant, which seeks to cover a series of interviews to promote cultural diversity amongst nationalities that are represented here in the university. Currently, we'll be interviewing countries such as Nigeria, Nepal, Fiji, just name it. And of course, we'll have the locals amongst us as well. You don't want to miss this. Come along with us even as we go right into the interview series and get excited. Thank you. Hi, so here we are again. And this time around, we are speaking with a representative from Fiji, or they call it Fiji Island. I think he's going to do it better. Could you introduce yourself? Come on.
Hi everyone, my name is Maleli, but my full name is Ratu Maleli Tanenekia Nayova, and in Fiji, and so people know me as Maleli here, but the start of my name is Ratu, and in Fiji, Ratu means chief. So back in Fiji, in my island, my family is the bloodline of chiefs, and I'm next in line. So currently, my dad is the chief of the village. So when it's time for me to take over, I'll be the next Ratu in the village.
Oh, I think we need to take a pause here, right? So we're actually speaking with, so when I speak with you, I should come like, Your Highness.
No. So like in the UK, there's like the OBEs and lords and sirs. In Fiji, it's Ratu. That's why it's Ratu Maleli.
Ratu.
Everyone calls me by Maleli because Maleli is my name.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so is it that Ratul is like prince or?
Yeah, there's chief.
Okay, chief. Okay, so that's the title.
Yeah.
The chieftaincy title, Ratul.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Interesting. Interesting. I don't know about that. Anyway, on the panel as well, we have Gwen. Gwen is a representative of the Global Grant, and I want to let you understand that that's the whole the body that is moving or driving this initiative. Gwen is right here, and I want to ask her a question as well. Yeah. I've noticed, I don't know how it's done here in the UK or maybe in Cardiff. Do you call people, do you say Chief Gwen? Do you do things like that?
No, it'd be nice to be Chief Gwen. I think you've got your more traditional titles of Mr., Mrs., but I think we don't have that a background of having chief like you do, or like a prince or that kind of thing. I think that's reserved for, you've obviously got the royal family, and those are the kind of kings, queens, and then more commonplace, you wouldn't really have those kind of titles. That's not the kind of culture. I think you'd be looking at a long time ago when before kind of the United Kingdom was all unified. That's when you'd have that kind of chief thing. That's died out a long time ago.
Oh, okay. So that used to be in existence before.
When you had your different tribes, yes, but that is such a long time ago.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Wow. So Maleli,
Yes.
I think we could just make do with Maleli for now.
No, Maleli's fine.
Maleli's fine. All right then. So Maleli, what do you think that makes your culture unique? I mean, the culture of the Fiji Islands. What do you think is that thing that is most unique about you?
Well, the thing that I think is most unique about Fiji Island is, I think it's the people. The people. I think at one point we were I think the capital for the world's happiest people, and I guess that's just down to like our culture and how we preserve our traditions and the way we do things. So there's like obviously the commercial side of Fiji, but then there's also like the traditional side. So I think just by maintaining those things and upholding them.
What's the size of Fiji, if I may ask?
Approximately, I think it's like 330 islands. Obviously, it was 300 more than that, but global warming has reduced the island numbers.
No, if we were to relate that with the UK, where we are now, what size would you say? Okay, it's a combination of Wales and these together, or would you say it's a combination of Cardiff? I mean,
I know what you mean.
So how would you?
So there's a main island which is called Viti Level, so it's just Big Fiji. Viti is Fiji and Fijian, and Levu means big. So the main island is where you fly in from Nandi and the capital city of Suva. I think from Nandi is on, I think it's on the west coast, and Suva is on the
East Coast.
on the east coast.
Coast.
And I think the drive from there to there is only like 4 hours, so it's not very big at all.
Interesting. Interesting. That's rather interesting. Well, I have something.
You know, we're talking about tradition. So I have a question for you. How do people in your country celebrate their traditions and festivals? And what are some of the most important ones? You know, I know a lot of countries have their traditions, but they have some unique ones.
Yeah.
So what are those ones that are so unique, so peculiar to your country?
The one that stands out to me the most is the Independence Days that we have like in October.
October.
I feel like celebrate our traditions the most there. It's like a collective of like, we bring like food from our individual villages and art pieces, and really celebrate Fiji all the way through the day till the night time.
Oh, lovely. Do people travel all the way down for this celebration?
So,
Or it's just people within? Do you understand what I mean? So, for example, now you're in the UK. When it's October for this celebration, you travel down?
So we don't actually go to Fiji. So there's loads of the misconception is there's not that many Fijians everywhere, but there's loads in the UK. So it's like depends where you are. So there's some Fijians in Germany, the US, and they would like have like a meeting up in like a city where everyone can like go to, and then they'll host the event there.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Interesting.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so I get. When I was growing up, Fiji Islands was something that used to sound. I don't know, maybe it's the island part of the Fiji, or whether I don't just know, or whether it's just the way the name was just short and just sound Fiji. I don't know, but there was something that used to attract me to that country called Fiji Islands. But I want to say in particular, do you have any sports or recreational practices that are very peculiar to the Fiji Islands?
Oh, so it's funny you say that. The most popular sport in Fiji is actually rugby.
Ooh.
So, as Fiji, as when the UK used to govern Fiji, they brought loads of sports like cricket and rugby, but one stuck out most, which was rugby. With rugby, you can see from little kids from 4 years old to all the way up to 50, 60 years old playing touch rugby outside. Maybe not even with a rugby ball, like probably with like a slipper or something. And fun fact, since the Olympics started, they introduced rugby sevens. Fiji have won every single gold medal from the rugby sevens.
Wow, interesting. In fact, I'm sure we are all having a nice time. This is so enlightening. But I have a question for Gwen at this point. Gwen, he said, so you were colonized by the British.
Yeah, when they brought
and they brought in all of these sports and all that. How popular now is rugby in Wales or in the UK?
So rugby is very popular in Wales. So that is the primary sport in Wales. So still very popular. Not so much the rugby sevens, like you mentioned, but the rugby union with the team of 50.
Okay.
It is popular elsewhere in the UK as well. So there's a tournament that they all compete in together. In Wales now, the football is also becoming more and more popular.
I noticed.
Yeah, and Wales qualified for the World Cup in football for the first time in a long time. So that's becoming more popular as well.
Oh, grand, interesting. This is really lovely. Well, I have a question.
So I have this last question for you. In your opinion, how do you think diversity is important?
I think diversity is important for many factors. One of the main reasons why I think diversity is good is that if you aren't so inclusive, you won't be able to grow, not just as ideas wise, you would be growing as like a community. I think the more you include people, the more opportunity you have to expand and develop ideas that you never would have thought before.
Gwen, what do you think about that?
So obviously as a representative of the Global Grants, that scheme is designed to help celebrate diversity and inclusion amongst the students of the university. So it's really positive to see an activity like this, which is celebrating the diversity of our students.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, this has really been enlightening, and I must say that I've learned so much about Fiji. If at all, I know about the rugby. Yeah. I think I have to go and get my boots on and start to do one or two things about it. So this was just fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having
Malay.
me.
Thank you, Gwen.
Thank you.
And of course, Lola in the building.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in the next set of interviews. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way. Yeah. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.